Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, thank you for clicking this video. Meet me again and welcome to my video assignment for my final examination on the fascinating topic that not just interesting, but incredibly relevant today in this era. The importance of understanding the characteristic of each generation in the education context. So, I am Anggi Fitrianti as your presenter today, and I'm excited to explore how generation shapes our learning experience with you guys. Let's kick with a few questions to get you thinking. Have you ever wondered which generation you belong to? And do you believe that teaching methods should be tailored to the learning style of each generation? And then, if you agree, what teaching method resonates with you the most? Think about this question as we dive deeper. This question will guide our discussion today. In this assignment, we will discuss the unique traits of each generation, from baby boomer through generation alpha, and how these traits influence our educational approaches. You will discover how technology and social change have impacted learning style and preferences across generations. By doing so, this knowledge can help us upgrade our education system to better meet the needs of students across different age groups. Remember, there are no wrong answers here. Every idea is valuable, and I encourage you to think outside the box. Embrace the process and don't hesitate to ask questions if you need help. So, are you ready guys? Let's get started. Check out the assignment details below and let's make this memorable experience together. I cannot wait to see your creativity shine. Okay guys, first one is, as you can see, some experts have defined what generation is. So first, according to Campbell et al. 2015, a generation is a group of individuals born within the same time period who share similar cultural experiences which shape their worldview. On the other hand, Ryder 1985 also emphasized that generations are formed by shared significant events. So let's move to the next slide. So now let's talk and introduce the concept of generation gap and how generations are categorized. Experts have different opinions on classifying generation, right? So like Howe and Strauss 2000 identify several generations like silent generation, baby boomer, generation X, millennial or generation Y, and then generation Z and generation alpha. Different sources might classify this range slightly differently, but the essence remains the same. Like in this slide, according to Brain Academy, classificate as a baby boomer generation from 1946 to 1964, and then there's also Gen X, start from 1965 through 1976. There is also Gen Y, start from 1977 through 1994, and then Gen Z, start from 1995 to 2010, and the last one is Gen Alpha 2011 through present. Okay, now look at the population insight. Looking at Indonesia as of January 2024, our population stands at approximately 278.7 million, with a fairly even gender distribution with about 49.7% female and 50.3% male. And then let's break down the generational population in Indonesia. According to this data, baby boomer about 9% or 25 million people, and then there's also generation X roughly 17% or around 47 million, And then there's also Generation Y, around 25% or 60 million people. And then there is also Generation Z, the largest group at about 30% or about 83 million. And the last one is there is Generation Alpha, approximately 19% or 53 million children under 11. What a fantastic number, right? Okay, now, since we have already explored of the differences among generations, let's shift our focus on how this characteristic influence the private learning methods that each generation has unique experiences that shapes how they learn, interact with technology, and engage with educational content. And of course, it is crucial for educators as it helps tailor teaching strategies to meet the diverse needs of students. So let's dive into the unique learning style of each generation and see how they approach education. As you can see, we have several points that will be linking by several generations on the next slides. First, we have learning methods, and the second one is usage of the technology by several generations, and then the last one is needs and expectation of education. For all those point above, we'll be linking by several generations. So let's start with the baby boomers, the social revolution and post-war world that characterized this generation background influence, how they approach education. Through systematic educational experience, they built up excellence, problem-solving abilities, and a strong sense of independence. Traditional teacher as a center learning setting where they might participate in discussion and use what they have learned objectively are often chosen by baby boomers. They value in-person contact and the advice and insights provided by their teachers. Next up is Generation X, which is frequently regarded as the link between older and young teaching approaches. This generation places a high value on work-life balance and practical problem-solving abilities because they grew up during significant social shift and the early development of technology. This generation students do best in adaptable settings that promote creativity and teamwork. They have a reputation for looking for original ideas and being willing to challenge expectation in order to reach their objectives. They can combine traditional strategies with modern technologies because of their flexibility. So now let's talk about millennial, the first generation raised with the internet. These technologically adept groups use technology in education as well as other phases of life. Self-control, teamwork, and strong use digital resources are characteristics of their learning. Collaborative educational opportunities that inspire creativity and innovation are preferred by millennials. They love using different platforms to improve their knowledge of subjects, working in groups, and sharing ideas online. Moving on to Generation Z, the true of digital native. They approach education with an eye on virtual settings and their online resources because they were raised with technology. Visually stimulating content and application of their study are preferred by Gen Z learners. They do best in learning environments that are open-ended and allow them to creatively and deeply review ideas, which makes technology a crucial component of their educational process. Okay, now finally we have Generation Alpha, the youngest generation currently in our classroom. Born into a world dominated by technology, they have high expectation for their educational experience. They hold their educational experience in high regard. In educational settings that encourage critical thinking and digital fluency, this generation loves originality and creativity. They get used to using plenty of digital tools from an early age, making them hungry for specific education that fits to their specific learning style. Now we have explored how each generation learns differently, and we can see how social change and technology have impacted education for each generation. Let's reflect on what we have learned. First is baby boomers focus on teacher-centered learning without much tech, and Gen X began adapting to technology while still relying heavily on traditional methods. And then we have millennial blended traditional education with online resources for flexibility. And Gen Z developed preferences for multimedia learning over traditional text-based materials. And Generation Alpha expect personalized education that seamlessly integrates technology into their daily life. Understanding these differences is crucial for educators as they strive to create engaging and effective learning environments. Exciting stuff, right? Now let's wrap it all up with some conclusion and solutions. To sum up, by understanding these generational characteristics, we can improve our educational system and make it more efficient and inclusive. We can create an environment where each learner can succeed by modifying our method to meet their various needs. So guys, thank you for joining this journey. I hope this discussion inspire you to think critically about how we can improve educational practices for future generation. That's end of my presentation. I do apologize for my error in my pronunciation or material. See you next video and have a nice day.
Oke teman-teman, terima kasih sudah menonton videonya.